And it's just, it was a shame that the second hand off the deck, I pick up kings against a guy who it was a complete load. I just knew there was just no way, I wasn't even thinking of laying that this guy could possibly have aces. There was no thought process that this guy could have aces. The only process was, is this really going to happen to me? And then when he turned over the aces, I was really, really calm. I was like, man, we got 3.3 million left. We're still going to win this tournament. Don't let it affect you. I was so calm and collective. And bam, the king hit the flop, and I flew off the chair. It was the first time in my life I really believed I was going to win the World Series. And I'm an emotional person, so when the king hit, it was just such a big hit. I mean, I would have had like 25% of the chips nine-handed. And and when it came hard, it just took the gut right out of me. And I was able to, even after that, I was able to rebound. I built my chip stack back to about $5.5 million. And I was still in great shape, but I was still playing well, but it was still in the back of my mind. I fought it, and but as soon as I threw those next two cards away, back came those kings in my mind, and that was hard to play with. I thought I'd play real well with it. I made the one mistake against Andy Block. I made a bluff on him with a 5-9 off, hey, if I picked Damon off of a bluff, or as a $5 million pot there and I looked him up and down forever. I was so sure he didn't have anything, and
right.
What can you do? It just wasn't meant to be. So it was very disappointing to get ninth.
Right. Still a lot of money at ninth.
Well, you have to understand that I could have gone to bed and finished fourth, and fourth was $4 million.
Right.
So
yeah.
$4 million at the time sets me for where I don't have to worry about money probably the rest of my life,
right.
or $1 million got me just out of debt. So
right.
It was a big. It was really a big. There was no way I wasn't going to finish top 3 or 4 because wasn't gonna make a mistake.
All right, Mike. I know you're really open about your poker game. You're open about your personal life usually. As someone in the public spotlight, why be so open?
Well, it just doesn't bother me what people think of me. I am who I am, and I am a very open person. Look at the two most popular poker players in the world, me and Daniel Negreanu, probably. Both of us are very open. He writes a blog. He talks about his life every day, what he eats, what he did, what he does. The public likes to real people. They don't want fake, phony people that are in front of a camera, in front of a TV, trying to be somebody else that they're not. They want to see real people. They want to see down to earth, real people. That's why people want to watch us play poker, because they know when they're watching, not only are they getting good entertainment because we're funny people, but they're not getting an actor or somebody that's being fake at the table. Phil Locke, for example, he's not like that in real person, but when he gets on a TV, he acts like an idiot, and, same with Antonio. Those are, I don't want to knock them or anything because they're my friends and everything, but people want real people. That's why. Right.
Like one of my next questions was, people are often accused of being different on TV than they are in person, and most people say that you're the same.
No, I'm the same in my house, a backyard poker game on TV. There's nothing. I don't change it any bit.
Right.
Same with Phil Hellmuth. He don't change. The only thing Phil just brings it to the cameras to the extreme. He wants them to be noticed a little bit more. But other than that, he's just like that, and in person too. But he does play up to the camera a little bit. But other than that, he's a nutball.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever wish you didn't have the mouth nickname because of the expectations that come with it?
You know what I do wish? I wish I could just. The only thing I do wish is that when they put me on a TV table, that I'm not. They want me to talk. They want me to talk shit with people. They want me, and I want to focus. I want to play a tournament. And especially. And that's why I don't mind them doing it on the first day, the first couple hours, because I can, it doesn't mean anything. But when it gets later in the tournament and stuff, and they want me, it's very tough. I have to carry the conversation. I got to carry the table, and I feel obligated to do it, and it hurts my game a little bit.
Yeah. Well, this past summer you finished second to Kevin Saul at the Bellagio Cup. You've always been the type of player who's not afraid to show your emotions, and you seem really emotional on that day.
Well, like I said a little bit ago, it was, if the World Series of '05 wasn't the best tournament I ever played, then my biggest poker accomplishment was that I never had a chip. Nobody realizes, and they're actually making that tournament a 2-hour finale of their season for the WPT because of how they want to show how incredible I played to get to second place with the cards I got. I literally never got dealt a playable hand at the final table, not one, yet found a way to get second and came within a 60-40 favorite of taking the chip lead. So, you know, it was just an incredible accomplishment. With 16 people to go, average chips were 675. I had 106. Yeah. And they're playing 6 and 12,000 blind. I told everybody I was still going to win the tournament. And I really believed that because I was playing so good. And I moved that short stack so well. I mean, this guy I just sensed weakness so well. I shoved at the right spots and just everything. I trapped the guy with 2 pair to double up from like 200 to 400. It just, everything, I just found a way to always have the short stack, yet always was in the zone that I was able to just maneuver without any cards. And, you know, it's like, you know, Thor Hansen always says, he goes, if they never deal you anything, Mike, I don't think they can beat you. And it's very true. When I'm really zoned in, I could pick up, I'm very good at picking up chips, you know, and then all of a sudden I get dealt a big hand and then I get crushed, and that's, you know, I got knocked out of this tournament because I got dealt aces 3 times, kings twice, and queens in a set in the first hour and a half and lost every one. So, yeah. You know.
How important do you think it is for you to win another big major tournament?
It's just important for me to win a WPT.
Okay.
You know, that's important to me, and I want it very badly. And you know, I've gotten 2 seconds and a third, and you know, the 6 was really, really disappointing. Oh my God, that was I might have been almost as disappointing as the second place to Kevin Saul, because, you know, I played it really good at the Bellagio. I mean, at the Borgata, and you know, the chip leader me and him never played a hand. We played 15 hours a day before. We never played one hand together, and we're actually good friends now, me and Roy Winston. But you know, and then I just never thought he'd want to play a $5 million pot with me. And you know, I flop top 2 pair, he makes a flush, I'm out 6th. You know, just that was pretty really unfortunate there too. So.
You once said in an interview, poker is the only thing I do good. I'm an idiot when it comes to everything else. You don't actually believe that, do you?
I'm an idiot.
Come on.
No, that's true. I play poker good. I know what I'm doing when it comes to poker, and that's I don't know what else I'm good at, man. I'm good at teaching poker.
Hey, there you go.
My new video's coming out, you know, Poker Savvy. Plus, I'm doing videos for them, and I got that. And I know one thing in life, you know, and I got a lot of confidence when I say it. When it comes to poker, I know who can play, and I know who can't play. If I say he's an idiot, he's going broke, you rest assured he's going broke. Okay, that's the bottom line. You know, if I sit there, I always put my money where my mouth is when it comes to that. And you know, there's a big, huge misconception of poker. And when my Tournament No Limit book comes out, that'll be the end of the misconception. But, you know, I know what I'm doing in Tournament No Limit, and I know what I'm doing in pretty much all forms of poker. And there's, you know, it's a couple more years left of really playing well, of trying to win something, because it's already all caught up. I mean, everybody knows how to play somewhat no limit hold'em. I mean, I've run into a lot of really good players that really surprise me, because I'm really don't respect many people. I was like, wow, this guy's a great player. Wow, you know. So it's and all these young kids are coming up. So it's going to be close to impossible to win, and it's everybody. It's just whoever catches the cards, and all the secrets are already out, and you know. So it's who markets them. So I got to make my money marketing myself, not in poker, but out of poker.
All right. I know you've had somewhat of a rocky relationship with internet players, internet poker in general.
I just never win.
How do you think about it now?
Well, I love it, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, how do you get? I mean, during this interview, I'm coming off the